the butt cheeks, okay? Like, I'm telling you, I'm being so completely for real. I told my sister this the other day. These make my butt look 1.5x times bigger than it actually is. This is drop 4. I feel like I need like a theme song every time we do another one of these new launch videos, you know? Alright y'all, welcome back. You already know what it is. I'm so excited. Today we have drop number 4. This is launching Tuesday, August 12th at 12 p.m. CST. We have some brand new items that have never been launched before, and then we have some restocks of brand new colorways. I really love the color palette of this launch. I will have my sizing and all of that, my measurements, in the description box. In terms of sizing, bottoms, I'm always pretty much a true small. For tops, I tend to be in between a small and a medium, so it really kind of depends what the item is. So if you're someone who's a similar body type to me, where your upper body is a lot broader, this will be a great video for you to watch for sizing, because I'll go over all the tops and let you guys know if I think you should size up or stick true to size, depending if you have like a wider rib cage, wider lats, etc. And as always, you guys can use code LITFIT to save 10% off of your order. So let's just cut to it, shall we? If I'm looking over here, it's because we have a whole entire document of everything, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing any details. So I'm gonna start with the tried and true, honestly, my new all-time favorite item from ALPHALETE ever. It is their pump short. First of all, this color, this is the color Orchid. This is honestly, I think this is gonna be P1 for my top favorite color in this whole entire drop. It is so gorgeous. I just love this shade of pink. I've been loving pink in general lately, but this shade, it's so perfect. I'm obsessed. It's like the perfect girly pink. I love it. So the pump shorts, these launched for the first time about a month ago. This is the first ever restock of them. If you haven't heard about these yet, girl, you gotta get up to speed. These things are absolutely revolutionary, and I'm not even kidding. If you're familiar with ALPHALETE and their Amplify line of shorts that used to be my favorite, this is everything Amplify is and more. Like, it's literally a next step up from Amplify, which I didn't even think was possible. So I'm just going to start with all the features here. The waistband is almost identical to the Amplify shorts. We have a 3-tiered waistband right here, so it's going to be getting tighter as it gets to the small of your waist. We have ALPHALETE embroidered into the waistband, so you never need to worry about it ripping or anything like that, or peeling off. We have no front seam, and then we have their new updated logo right here on the left hip, and then there is a glute scrunch in the back to separate the cheeks. And then as you can see when I hold it up, you can see this like flat portion here. This is what makes the pump shorts the pump shorts, okay? They have a compression. I think it's a 2-tiered glute compression system here that genuinely lifts the butt cheeks, okay? Like, I'm telling you, I'm being so completely for real. I told my sister this the other day. These make my butt look 1.5x times bigger than it actually is. This lift does so much. It literally makes my butt look like a pea from the side. It just truly, genuinely lifts her glutes, and these are like, they give you a BBL in these shorts. I absolutely love these. I've never felt so confident in a pair of shorts. They still have done a great job where it's not suffocating your leg either. Like, the compression doesn't lead to extra compression on your leg. It just like perfectly pushes your glute up. It's the craziest thing. It's wizardry, if you ask me, okay? These are compressive fit. Pump in general is a compressive line. I also love these because they have a 5-inch inseam, so they're not obnoxiously short. Like, I still am covered. My glutes are not pouring out at all ever. Since they're compressive, they really stay in place, so I never need to worry about camel toe or anything like that, because the fabric just genuinely doesn't move anywhere. It just stays put. I just feel very held in and supported and lifted in these shorts, and so that's why I love them. And lastly, this is going to be great for my fellow shorter torso girlies. These are technically mid-rise, but not like actually mid-rise. I don't really know why they label them that, to be honest with you, but basically these come right to the small of my waist. They hit right at my belly button, whereas opposed to their normal like Amplify or what they consider high-rise, I tend to have to fold the waistband down like an inch so that then it sits right at the small of my waist. These, I don't have to do that. It sits right there at the small of my waist, but again, I am someone who has a shorter torso. These are just like, genuinely, if you're like, I don't know if I want to spend money on this or that, like what should I do? If you need to buy one item, get a pair of these pump shorts. You will not regret it. They are a must try from this whole entire drop, okay? And then in terms of colors, okay, so we have this beautiful Orchid, we have wheat, okay, which this is stunning as well. I love this. It's kind of giving like a really light beige borderlining on cream, which is like giving chic to me. I swear I have the weirdest psychic ability with ALPHALETE, because I swear I'll say like I want a certain item, or like I've been liking a certain color, and then in the next drop they'll either have that item or we'll drop that color, and that was beige, cream for me. Like literally the week before this came out, I was like, I've been really loving cream lately. I went shopping and I was like gravitating towards cream, and they dropped like a cream. Love this. We have heather gray. Hello, this pump short in heather gray, this color in this model will actually make your glutes look 2x bigger. And then we also have dusty navy, which is this beautiful like deep, kind of like a charcoal gray blue, really deep navy. Love this. And then we also have the color Skyline, which is gorgeous. I didn't get it in the short, but this is what it looks like in real life. We also have Court Green, which I didn't get. I tend to not be a green girly, but it's a very deep green. At least deep green, not my favorite. Like these are just, I literally didn't even mess around this launch. Like usually for a new drop, I'm like, oh, I want to get one of everything, like just so I can show it. I was like, no, I'm getting literally 4 pairs of the pump shorts, because these are the only shorts I ever want to wear. Just get a pair of these. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how many times to say it. Just get a pair of the pump shorts. Moving on, we have the pump legging. I don't need to exhaust the pump collection, but this is everything that the shorts have, just in a legging version. They're full length. There's no extra contouring, there's no extra detailing, nothing. They literally just extended the bottom of the shorts. These leggings are also absolutely phenomenal. I'm telling you, I tend to get a little bit, because I'm more slender on my lower body. Like I've had to really work hard to grow my glutes and everything and build some shape up there. But the shorts have always helped accentuate my glutes, and I've always been a little bit like not as confident when I'm wearing leggings. These still make my butt look just as nice as they do in the shorts, which is crazy. I still feel 10 out of 10 confident in the leggings. My booty is not smushed. My booty is still shown in its best light, okay, which we all appreciate. We have the same thing. This is a compressive fit, no front seam, 3-tiered waistband, 2-tiered compression system, 25-inch inseam. They're also still mid-rise. For sizing for both the shorts and the leggings, I am in a small. I would definitely recommend staying true to size. If you don't like a compressive fit, if you're really in between sizes and you want a little bit more of a relaxed fit, you can size up. I also have heard that the black colorway in the leggings, specifically the black leggings, tend to fit a little bit smaller. So again, if you're in between sizes or you want a less compressive fit in the black legging specifically, it is recommended to size up in that item. So for this, I just got it in this beautiful Skyline color, and then I also got it also in Orchid, the same that I got in the shorts, because I loved this Orchid color so much. It's gorgeous. Next, we have a completely brand new item. These are the Amplify Minimal Bras. Again, I didn't play. I got these in 4 colors to match the shorts and the leggings and all the things, okay? My people who love minimal open back bras, you're gonna love these. So this is a halter top, which is just absolutely precious and so cute. They of course have removable padding. We have the strap up around the back, which is adjustable, which this is crucial, which I will get to this when I go over sizing. It's very, very convenient, like that they added the adjustable strap. That was game changing, I'm not gonna lie. And the back is just this plain strap along the back. There is a little minimal logo and branding on the bottom of the right chest. Since this obviously doesn't have a lot of inherent support, this is mainly for my A or B cup people. It is designed for low impact activity. I would definitely not run in this. I definitely would not do any sort of HIIT workouts in this. Literally nothing, mainly just for lifting, Pilates, walking, maybe some yoga and the like. I do have to say this bra is pretty wide, and I know some people who were narrow chested, some of the athletes and stuff, were a little bit nervous that it would be too wide, but honestly I feel like since there's enough coverage, like it really makes sure it wraps around your chest and it really gets to the side of your chest. It's very flattering on the girls because it kind of brings them together rather than having them like spill out. It like presses them in, which like makes your chest look better in my opinion. So I honestly like that it has kind of a little bit of a wider width there, but I really do have to go over sizing with this because as a girly who is smaller chested but does have a wider rib cage and stuff, I'm gonna be honest, I am struggling with sizing on this. I think again, just because I'm not very proportional in that way, like I think if you're someone who has a wider rib cage and has a little bit of a bigger chest that's more proportional to one another, you won't struggle too much. But the thing is, I first tried a small, which is usually the size I stick with for bras for the most part with ALPHALETE, and it fit the chest part of me, but I felt like this band around my back was really making me ooze out. out, and I just kind of have an insecurity with that where I hate feeling like things are pinching my back in that regard. So I just was like not loving that. So then I sized up to a medium, and it definitely fits way better along the actual band, but I felt like I had a good amount of extra fabric actually in the chest area. Thank the Lord, again, it has this adjustable strap because it did help me a lot, but again, I found myself literally tightening it almost the whole entire freaking way for me to have more support with the front of the bra. So I honestly wish I could be a little bit more helpful in terms of like which way to go. I kind of feel like it's what you prefer more. If you're in between sizes and your biggest concern is that you don't want to feel like you're spilling over, go up a size. If your biggest concern is that you really want to have your chest feel held in and you want some push-up factor on the girls, then I would stick with your smaller size or your true size. In terms of the bra itself, it's recommended to stay true to size. Again, it's just mainly if you're someone who has a little bit of a mismatch in terms of proportion of your chest size and your band size, it may pose a little bit of a problem. I'm a 34 AB, kind of more of a B. That's the thing, I really want to like be in love with these bras because I think they look so cute. I just don't feel the most confident with the sizing, but I'm hoping it'll kind of grow on me or I'll figure something out, okay? I wanted to quickly go over some color comparisons or like mix and match because I think it's so freaking cute. This may be majority sold out now, but this ultraviolet color from the last launch, like this would look absolutely so stinking cute with orchid. Like that is so adorable. I love mismatching colors. Or even wheat in the orchid, absolutely adorable. I also wore Skyline with Heather Gray. I thought that was just absolutely darling. Or you can even do Skyline and Orchid together. Love that. I think that's super gorgeous. And then also Skyline and Dusty Navy. I love mix and matching the colors, especially when the color palette is just cohesive. Or also if you have anything in the Poise color that launched a little bit back. It also just restocked a few weeks ago. But like this with Orchid, absolutely precious. I love a monochromatic moment. So that's some like mix and match color inspo. Everything else that's left actually are completely brand new items. So if you guys know me, you know I love me an activewear skirt, a dress, a one piece, a romper, a jumpsuit, like give it all to me. I love it. So they launched a skirt, which I'm so hyped about this because I think it's so cute. It's darling. I'm also in my golf era, so now we have a little, I can wear ALPHALETE now on the golf course. So I did get this in Skyline. Of course, there are built-in shorts in here. We have a very big slit at the sides that goes pretty much almost all up the whole entire way. There's no like distinct waistband, which is kind of nice. We also have the little tonal logo right here, which I do like that it's blending in a little bit more. I do have to say this thing is short though. That is a complaint of mine. This is only a 3.5-inch inseam. And it kind of just feels like spandex with like a little bit of a flap of fabric. So for me, if I were to wear this, like I tend to wear this kind of athleisure stuff out. If I'm going for a walk around the neighborhood, if I'm going to play golf, whatever, and I would want to feel a little bit more covered, I just kind of feel like I'm pretty much wearing spandex with like a little wrap over it, which isn't necessarily a problem, but again, just to feel a little bit more comfortable and covered in the real world, I would like to have a little bit more coverage, and I also would like it to be a little bit more flowy. It just still feels very, very form fitting. I did stick true to size. It is recommended to stick true to size. I did get a small. However, if you're someone who wants a little bit more length and you want a little bit more flow of the actual skirt, I would recommend sizing up. This material is actually made with the Tenacity fabric, if you're familiar, so it kind of has this velvety, really soft to the touch feel. And then to go with that, again, I don't know if it's because I've seen Christian like golfing on social media, so I don't know if maybe he wanted to be able to rep ALPHALETE on the golf course, but now we have a little polo to go with the skirt. We have a little collared neckline, which is super cute, a nice V. This is technically cropped. I would say it goes to about your belly button. However, I did size up to a medium. I tend to do that when things are like cap sleeves and stuff. And I do think that gave me a little bit more length, which I appreciate, and had it not be so skin tight. We also have the tonal logo right here. So it is the same color as the shirt, which I think is very sleek. Short sleeved polo style. This material is definitely lighter and more breathable than this Tenacity fabric here in the skirt. It definitely feels like a little bit more cooler to wear. I honestly really like this. I feel very, very comfortable in the medium. Again, you definitely can stay true to size, but if you're someone like me who's a little bit in between sizes, have wider shoulders, wider rib cage, I would maybe recommend sizing up. Also, if you don't want it to be so tight and you want a little bit more length, I would recommend sizing up as well. So I actually really like this. This gives a very cute sporty look and it's pretty comfortable. Next we have yet again another restock of the baby tee. ALPHALETE has not been holding back on these. I feel like they've been making sure these are in every launch, but I have to say I get the hype. Like, these really grew on me. The first time I tried this, I wasn't super hyped, but I also kind of did order my wrong size in the beginning, and so now like I reach for these all the time. This is made of 94% cotton and 6% spandex, so it's super comfortable but yet very stretchy. These are just so easy to throw on if you need a little cover up on the way to the gym. I really love having these on deck. So we have the little new ALPHALETE logo in the center of the chest, which I really like. It's just capped short sleeves. This also is a longer cropped length, so you still have quite a bit of coverage. This should meet any pants that you're wearing, especially if they are high-waisted. But just a very comfortable, breathable shirt. Key note for sizing on this one, because this is something that normally, again, with my body type, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna size up because it's wrapped around my back and everything, but honestly, there is so much stretch in this shirt. I would recommend sticking to your true size, and if anything, if you're in between sizes and if you want a tighter fit, I would recommend sizing down. Something like this, I normally would go up to a medium. I tried it the first time I ordered it, and it just was too big. There was gaping, all the things. So I stick with the small, and I love the way that it fits. So especially if you have like a petite upper body, I honestly would recommend sizing down. These baby tees come in white, skyline, court green, pewter, and black. Next, I love these. This is the women's core sweatshort. I think this is so fun. We have some embroidery going on the left thigh, which I think is super cute. We also have some branding in the center of the back of the short. These are just so cute. I got these in heather gray. These have a 4-inch inseam. There's like a raw cut at the bottom, which I think is a fun little touch. There also is a drawstring on the inside. This is a relaxed fit. They're more so mid-rise, and these are just great for lounging, for a rest day, whatever it is. I just think these are super fun and cool. I honestly would recommend staying true to size. If you want it to look even more baggy and like really lean into that streetwear, you could probably get away with sizing up. So this comes in heather gray, court green, and black. And the last women's item I have is the Halley short sleeve, which this may look familiar because they launched a long sleeve version back in the winter. I didn't get the short sleeve version, but I have this one, which is basically the same, just with sleeves, of course. So this is an off the shoulder top. It's very cropped, and there is their new A logo on the short sleeve version. Honestly, when I first tried out this long sleeve version in the winter, I was like, there's no way that's practical. That's just for looks and taking cute pictures. Like, it's never gonna actually stay in place in the gym. But actually, I genuinely was very impressed with how much it actually stayed. I think they just nailed the actual dimensions of how wide this is so that it actually does stay around your shoulders. I did size up to this in a medium, and I'm glad I did. I think it fits me very well. So again, if you're someone who has wider shoulders, I would recommend considering sizing up. This comes in orchid, skyline, court green, white, and black. Okay, and then the last item I have to share with you is their new duffel bag. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And the very last item I have to share with you is their brand new Voyage Duffle bag. It's actually my new gym bag. I know, very exciting. This is very sleek, okay? I love the feeling of it. It's like this soft, like I don't even know how to describe it. It almost feels like I'm like petting a dolphin in a way. Their bags are always such great quality. We have little like studding at the bottom. We have, of course, this handle. It also does come with a hole over the shoulder strap as well. We have a normal pocket on the side just to throw some quick things in there. We also have a shoe compartment on the other side, which is also very convenient. This is apparently a premium PU leather with a water resistant finish. And then on the inside, we of course have the huge space to put everything in there, as well as a little small pocket on the side for smaller items. I honestly think this is such a good manageable size. We also have the A logo right there, which is very sleek and like subtle. And then on the other side, we have ALPHALETE in that same like glossy lettering. I honestly think this is a perfect size. That is everything that I have to show you guys today. Again, all this is dropping Tuesday, August 12th at 12 p.m. CST, and you guys can use code LIVEFIT to save 10% off of your order, which thank you so much. If you do think of me at checkout, it means the world and really supports my relationship with ALPHALETE. I would love to know what you guys are thinking of getting at this drop, so comment down below and let me know what you have your eye on, and also let me know if you have any questions at all, especially with sizing or whatnot. Thank you so much to ALPHALETE for including me on the team, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.